Figure out who you are. Figure out what resonates with you. There's nothing wrong with doing a deep dive into who you are as an individual. You're doing the work. You're doing what most people probably aren't willing to do. Remain a student. You got to take the dive. You got to figure out what you like. Oh, wow, we're dark. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, no, I don't have everything ready for today, but we have the bag, the phone, and this is actually terrible. This is a terrible setup. We don't really have everything ready, but I will get everything ready. Don't worry, because, yeah, I will. This is going to be like a life lesson vlog or life lesson episode on the YouTube channel. And the whole point is, or the whole video is that how to remain a student within life, how to continue to educate yourself throughout your life so that way you can better yourself. Because the more you remain a student, the better off you will be, and you'll continue to grow and be a better person, in my opinion. Also, try not to be too brutal on me. This is my first vlog, and I don't have my cameraman with me. Sergio, he's not here. I'm very upset about it. For this vlog, like I said, this is new to me. I'm looking at the screen and I'm also looking at this. I'm gonna adjust. For the vlog, I gotta go get some stuff for the shoot. God, that's a lot of sun. Should I just say where we're going? You know what? I'll keep it a little bit of a secret for now. But you know, we're rocking and rolling. I need AC. We need AC right now. Okay, so the equipment is not where I thought it was that I needed to pick up, and now, I'm sorry, I'm just adjusting things. And now I have to go back to the apartment. Great. We're a little behind schedule.
Reverse, reverse! Reverse, reverse!
Oh, we're super close now. Hi, guys. We'll back you up. All right, I found the equipment, and we're going to be heading off to Newport. Within this vlog, I wanted to incorporate a trip with the vlog because a while back, I had actually gone to Newport, and I was taking the advice of my mom, you know, within the situation, remaining a student, you know, and also maybe a little bit of Joe Rogan too, because they talk about the importance of being able to take a breath, recuperate, and, you know, just to relax within life. You know, sometimes, you know, even with when you're in this hustle, like you're in this, you know, this life where you're trying to, you know, make something of yourself, you need to take a break. You need to relax. And that's why I'm going to Newport, because a month ago, I had done the same thing. I had gone to Newport. I had, you know, walked around, brought my camera, did photography work, and just had fun and relaxed. And it really helped me be more balanced and be less stressed and it kind of gave me a charge, a real nice charge up my battery, and I was able to just live a lot better and live more efficiently. You know, when it came to hustling, taking care of the YouTube channel, work life, it was really eye-opening. So yeah, we're headed to Newport. And it is the summer, so it might be a little crazy, but we'll make the most of it, and I'll do the best I can when it comes to doing this vlog. So also, our battery life is a little low, so we'll make the most of it. Oh my God, the audio. Oh, you know, one particular thing that I've been doing for the past 2 years now, I've been reading books, and this one book that really has helped me recently is Michael Caine's book. I'm honestly quite baffled how few people have read his book, especially his newest one. I think it's Don't Look Back, You Might Trip. Fantastic book. It's baffling to me because he's just such a smart guy and so well-rounded, and he's had such a long career, and he's accomplished so many things. He's won 2 Oscars. I didn't even know that. He's also had the pleasure of being able to work with so many different people. It really is incredible what he talks about and what he has gone through. You know, worked his way up as an actor. He's also run restaurants. He worked with Christopher Nolan. It's really a treasure to be able to listen to other people and be able to have access to so many different books, so many different podcasts, so many different things, you know, especially within today's world, you know. So when someone tells me you can't really learn anything, you can't really get ahead, like, well, that's I in my opinion, I think that's a bit foolish to think, because in all honesty, there are so many things you have at your disposal. So many things at your fingertips, especially books. You know, you can go into get a book, yeah, maybe $30, and it may sound a little expensive, but you can continue to read it and continue to just go through it for the rest of your life. Read it once, read it twice, read it 3 times, you're still gonna learn something. Like, that's the beauty of being able to educate yourself, especially within books. You know, one book for me that I will read forever and ever until the day I die is Extreme Ownership. Jocko Willink's book, Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, they wrote together, I believe, and it's about two Navy SEALs. I'm sure you guys probably know who Jocko Willink is, but Jocko Willink is a Navy SEAL, and he served over in Ramadi, Iraq, and he made this book with Leif Babin. I believe they're both officers. They wrote this book about their life as a Navy SEAL, but not only just as a Navy SEAL and serving as a Navy SEAL, but also how you can be able to apply the knowledge of a Navy SEAL into the business world. And it's really, really great. You need to read the book. It's so, so good. Read. I think it is probably the best thing you could possibly do for yourself, to continue to read and educate yourself and remain a student. And I'm going to try not to repeat myself constantly when I say that. And within this vlog, I'm going to spice it up a little bit when we're over in Newport and not constantly drill the whole point through by remaining a student. But it's just, I think there's just so much, there's a lot of joy that comes with being a student. As Joe Rogan puts it, when he's seeing, young guys become, savages on the mat, he talks about how there's a great joy when it comes to seeing someone start from the bottom and rise to the top. It's fun because you just become a completely different person, whether it's reading books and educating yourself on different subjects, or maybe you are working on yourself as an athlete and being a better jiu-jitsu fighter, or maybe you're in the gym and you're just trying to work out and improve upon your skills, whether it's working your deadlift, working a HIIT workout, or whether you're doing a bench press, anything. There is beauty within struggle. There's beauty within learning. It really is magnificent to be able to do that. It truly, truly is. For the bros out there, the gym bros, personally, I think, I'm just gonna come and say, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that, there are just some people that just straight up bodybuilding and they straight up ego lift and they just focus on the numbers. It's the numbers. I think that's a foolish way of being able to look at things. Don't go into the gym and just solely say, I'm here to get the max number. I'm here to get a 600-pound deadlift. I'm here to get a 400-pound bench press. I think that's really weird. I think that's very silly, and don't press that on other people. That's a really weird thing to say.
In 1 mile.
I think it's important to just stay in shape. I don't think you should focus on just the numbers. I think you should just focus on having a strong mindset, which all correlates to you being in the gym. Just work out. You don't have, it's great to look good and just look strong and buff, but I think what's even more important and more valuable is the mindset and also the discipline and everything that comes with being in the gym. Getting your gear ready, getting your outfit together, getting your chalk, getting your grips, getting your...
At the roundabout, turn right onto New London Road.
Thank you. Getting your tape, getting all those stuff, and also knowing that, in all honesty, I think you feel not just physically but mentally better when you work out and when you're structured, and when you're dieting and when you're doing all these things. In
about 10 miles.
Stop interrupting me, Siri. The life that comes with being someone that is working out all the time, or working out consistently, because at the end of the day, you can't outwork a bad diet, and you can't. There's just so much to being a part of it, with like being a part of the gym culture, being a part of just the workout community, and so within that, take that. That's the most important thing. For all you guys out there, all you bros who are just focusing on the numbers, don't focus on the numbers. I think it's foolish. Focus on the lifestyle, the importance of just being disciplined, being structured, being healthy, and also being there for your bros, for your guys. If you're seeing a brother trying to lift a crazy amount of weight and he's not ready for it, tell him, say, hey man, listen, you're being foolish. You're gonna hurt yourself. Think about, like, what if he's 45 years old and has a family and he busts his back? That's not good. He's got to be there for his family. He's got to be there for his wife. He's got to be there for his kids. Just say, hey man, just focus on staying in shape. You don't need to be Arnold. You don't need to have all these giant muscles. You don't have to just lift all the weight. Just stay in shape. That's the most important thing. Work on the mind. I think one thing that's a key component that helps you remain a student within life is learning how to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. Even for me, for when I'm doing vlogs or when I'm doing stuff, you are learning so much when you do a vlog. Don't do it for the sake of just becoming famous. Just do it. Don't ever do anything because you want to become famous. Do it because, try it out, see where it goes, and just have fun with it, explore. The key component, in my opinion, I believe, when it comes to learning how to remain a student is learning how to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. Learn how to say, oh, you know what? I'm going to take a step forward, figure that out, and see where it goes. Even when it comes to vlogging for me, one of my first episodes, there was this moment where I was actually drawing a blank on how to move forward with it. And I just thought, oh my gosh, this is so new to me. This is different. I'm not sure how to proceed and move forward with it. So I found out that when it comes to making a vlog like this or doing something like this, you just gotta get up on your feet, you gotta start moving around, get the blood flowing, and things will just start coming to your mind. You just gotta get a rhythm in. Don't overthink it. And even if you are overthinking it, even within that first moment or that first vlog, if you trying to do a vlog or just a YouTube video, so what? It may come out a bit rough, but that's fine. You're learning from it. You're taking a step forward. It's actually kind of like going to the gym. Pick a weight, you figure out what's right for you, and okay, this isn't working for me. I gotta try something else. You go down a little bit You go down a little bit, and then, oh, you know what? This is too light for me. I'm gonna go up a little bit more. And then you find that happy medium where you're just getting 12, really tough 12 reps for 3 sets. That's all it is. You're learning. You're learning how to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. You're remaining a student. Alright guys, we are in Newport. Alright. Vlogging is so weird alone because now I have to think about a million other things. My audio, having my camera gear, staying on point with the subject of what we're talking about for the vlog. It's new for me. Also, I'm gonna get ripped by the time this vlog is over because this is just so challenging. Look at this. My arm is just having to, you can't actually see it, but it's so much work to keep this thing up. I mean, this is probably about 10 pounds, maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 pounds, but 5 pounds of camera gear. And it's a lot. What I was talking about with my friend Allie was that it was from a book. And this is also learning how to be able to tap into yourself and learning how to remain a student. But there's this book called We're Gonna Need More Wine, and it's by Gabrielle Union. There's a section in the book where she's kind of struggling within life. She's actually working with a life coach. This life coach, they're together at a gym. Gabrielle Union is working the punching bag, and the life coach is with her as well. The life coach is like, okay, tell me 10 things that you like. Gabrielle Union was, trying to figure out what to say, and she could only say 2 things, and it was, ground beef and I think it was crab. It was just food. It was food items. The life coach said, stop hitting the punching bag. She said to her, you're telling me that you can only tell me 2 things that you like, and they're only food items? That's it? That's all you can give me? The point of the story is that she had gone through this tough time in her life where she was, went through, I think, a divorce, and she was having a hard time understanding herself, and, she was in a bad place. And the coach was like, how could you possibly expect to marry anybody if you don't even know what you like? Figure out what makes you tick. Make a list. Make a list of 10 things. I did the same thing. It's actually a lot of fun. And you feel good about yourself. And, even if, let's say you can't find those 10 things, that's fine. Go out there into the world and, maybe take a walk. Read a book, figure out what you like, figure out what you don't like, figure out who you are, figure out what resonates with you. There's nothing wrong with doing a deep dive into who you are as an individual. You're doing the work. You're doing what most people probably aren't willing to do. Remain a student. Maybe you like to surf. Maybe you like to read horror films. Maybe not horror films. Maybe you like to read horror books. Maybe you like to read mystery books. Maybe you like to read workout books. I don't know, but you gotta take the dive. You gotta figure out what you like. Guys, I cannot tell you how beautiful it is out here. The point of the story is that not just to contribute to remaining a student, but dive into who you are. Make that list of 10 things that makes you, that you like. when I was last here, this spot, I was here with my crew, Amy, Jade, Samson. We like to get together, go on trips together, and connect with one another. And I'll never forget the last time I was here, I got 6 shots of them, all of them. It was epic, but it wasn't this nice. I mean, it was nice, but there was a little bit of an overcast. Actually, no, there's a decent amount of overcast. Nice diffusion. It was really cool. Got great shots of Amy, Jade, Samson. I actually got a running shot. I actually think the running shot was right over there. Yeah, it was right, I think between those 2 rocks. It was just an epic time. Yeah, I love coming to Newport. And like I said, the whole point of me coming here, sometimes it is important to just take a breath and learn to recuperate. I learned that from Joe Rogan and my mom, because yeah, I like to hustle, I like to work, but it is important to just take a breath and relax a little bit once in a while. So this is me relaxing, but also working at the same time. But that's okay. Doing a vlog and coming here, as opposed to just staying in my apartment, this is way better. I'd take this any day of the week. This is fun. People usually ask me, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the mountains or the beach or the city? I gotta be honest, I can go either way. I don't mind where I am. Just as long as you don't bother me, as long as you don't piss me off. Oh, I love the beach, especially all this. And like I said, I just look. Look at all that. Okay, I kid you not, I was walking by and I saw this one. Okay, I know you can't tell, but this deer is wicked close to me right now. That's so crazy. I've never been this close to a deer. We're now in town and I was able to finally find a parking space. Because it's the summer and it's Newport and it's crazy down here. So, time to walk around. I had to go back to my car and find a better spot. So that way I don't get a ticket. Because, I'm poor and I'm trying to not spend more money on stuff. Good Lord, we're dark right now. So yeah, off to the town and probably get some food because I'm starving and I haven't eaten since 11 o'clock last night because I fasted this morning. So yeah, we're getting some food. I'm getting some food. Why do I keep saying we? It's ridiculous. In all honesty, it's actually not even that bad right here. It's not as busy as I thought it was gonna be. Because, in Newport, it's, the place to be. Especially if you're in New England. It's got stores, it's got restaurants, it's got everything. I thought it was gonna be busier though. That's why I'm saying that. And also my parents thought it was gonna be busy. I mean, yeah, parking was a pain, but it wasn't too bad. Not too bad. So this is all new. This wasn't here the last time I was here. I think these are catamarans, like racing catamarans. I could be completely wrong. Lots and lots of yachts. So many yachts. All the yachts. It's nice here. The watch store right behind me, absolutely amazing watch store to go to. They are so kind, they're so sweet, they're absolutely amazing. Check them out, and they also have an incredible selection. They got Hamilton, they got Breitling, they got all these great watches. Just check them out, they're so cool. Just ate there. Awesome restaurant. The Brick Alley Pub. I think I had a pretty awesome day. But getting back to the vlog, and honestly, I feel so much better, just so relaxed. This was a nice day, just being able to get out of the apartment. It's all about having a reset. Having that reset button. Learning how to just take one day and then get back into the hustle. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's, I don't know if it's a month for some people, but maybe it's a month for some people. But you just gotta be able to find your thing. If it's going out to Newport for a day, maybe it's going to somewhere, to the gym, anything. Find your thing to reset, so that way you're able to just keep on living your life. That's all it comes down to. And within that, you're remaining a student to life and learning how to be able to work with it. So when I was actually in the Brick Alley Pub, the restaurant I was just in, you know, people were coming up to me, asking me questions about my camera, you know, and I was telling them straight up, I'm a YouTuber, I'm also an entrepreneur, yada, yada, yada. That's also a thing that I think people, especially young people, should learn how to adapt to. Just being able to talk to people, you know, and just learning how to communicate within any given situation. You know, because it's fun, because you never know what's going to happen when you talk to that person. One person, one conversation could change your life. It really is a lot of fun just being able to continuing to grow and figuring out who you are. It really is such an amazing thing. One thing that I am still learning how to do, that I'm always in the back of my mind when it comes to continuing to learn, is learning how to slow down when I talk. And because for me, I've always felt that, you know, I gotta get everything out quickly and just, you know, communicate with the person in front of me. And that's not the case. You know, the best thing to do is actually taking your time and being conscientious and careful in how you speak, and taking your time with things, you know, because you don't have to rush anything. And that is something I am still continuing to learn and educate myself on, and always having to remind myself to slow down. Yeah, something I'm working on, because like I said at the beginning of this video, this is all about me remaining a student, talking about how to remain a student, and things that I'm still learning how to do, things I'm trying to get better at. And that is definitely something I'm trying to get better at. Also, we're heading out back to Connecticut. Goodbye, Newport. Yeah, I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a day. It has been a freaking day. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't wanna go. I love Newport. Newport's so much fun. And there's so many friendly people there. It's just so great there. I will say this, my only critique is that it almost seems as if anything from Hallie Hansen, Vineyard Vines, or I don't know, Patagonia maybe not Patagonia. Yeah, Vineyard Vines just threw up on everyone. It's just, they're all this, it's very coastal, it's very cool, it's you know, it's fun, but it's, you know, it's not my way of dressing, but you know, that's the vibe there. No, you can't see me that well. Oh, that's not that satisfying. Focus on that. Yes. Favorite drink in the world. So guys, this is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I was too tired last night to finish it up, so hope you guys learned something, and stay tuned to the next one. I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at the camera. Silly me. Should we keep that take? Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do it again. We're not gonna do it again. We're fine. See you guys.